Say hi.
Through the Spartan Center of International Education, there's a number of international initiatives that we work on, but one of those main ones that we're working on right now is HCU Abroad. There's a number of benefits to studying abroad, and so we really want to create those opportunities for students to get out of the traditional classroom and travel to a new place, get a new experience, and be able to learn their subject matter, but in a different context.
What led me to study abroad was the fact that I always had a burning desire to see different parts of the world, learn about different people and cultures, and just really dive in to get to know that a little bit more.
It's just an amazing and a fun time to get to know another culture and see how they live their lives.
I am from a very small town that's near Austin, and we of course do not have public transportation, but they heavily rely on public transportation. And so that was definitely a unique experience. Every single time I got to really feel like what their culture feels like and really be an Italian citizen. And that was just a lot of fun.
One of the biggest things that I learned while in China was really the fact that I needed to meet people where they were. All of us come from different backgrounds. We grew up different ways, but it's always important to make sure that you're approaching things in humbleness and kindness and meeting that person right where they are.
We have several different types of study abroad opportunities through our office. One is our faculty-led programs. This is where an HCU student goes with other HCU students and HCU faculty abroad. Of course, there is comfort in that familiarity. Sometimes students are nervous about going abroad.
It was really awesome to see that support that we received from our HCU faculty and staff that traveled on the trip with us. And they also met us where we were because we were all coming from different backgrounds and different majors.
Other programs we have are independent study abroad programs. This is where we've developed a partnership with an international university, and you'll go and be considered an international student at that university. And so you'll enroll in the classes that they're already offering, and you'll get to experience that university and their system. Finally, we also have internships abroad. I know a real priority for a lot of our students is to gain hands-on work experience so that when they're getting ready to graduate, they can put that on their resume and communicate to employers, I have work experience. And not only do I have work experience, but I have work experience in another country, in another cultural context.
I studied abroad in Rome, Italy for 2 months while I was at an internship in the Red Cross Center, specifically the physiology department.
Of course, when you're studying or interning abroad, you're going to be spending time in the classroom or in an office or in a workplace getting that experience. But there are a number of fun and exciting things outside of the classroom or where your working environment where you're going to get to explore.
I went to 12 different cities while I was in Italy, and I went to Greece.
One of the most amazing experiences that I had while in China was when we went to Beijing and visited one of the 7 wonders of the world, which was the Great Wall of China. That was just like an amazing experience because I would have not had the opportunity to do that if I hadn't studied abroad.
If students are really wanting to use this opportunity to grow in their faith and take that to the next level, we do have very intentional partnerships with Christian study abroad programs that provide support spiritually to our students.
Experiencing it there was definitely very different from just learning about it, and I was able to do both.
It definitely enlightened me a lot to see the way other peoples live out their lives and their cultures and their religion, but it definitely solidified in me the need to live out my life as a Christian and be the salt and light of the earth like we're called to do.
Oftentimes when I speak to students and I ask them if they want to study abroad, they don't say yes or no. They'll respond, I can't afford it, because there is the perception that studying abroad is very expensive. Something that we've really prioritized is developing partnerships that are affordable for our students.
I know whenever I was considering studying abroad, being a first-generation, low-income Hispanic student was very difficult because I had never studied abroad, and I always saw other students studying abroad, but I never thought that could be me, because I knew that was going to be a financial burden that my parents couldn't take. But once I found out about all the different scholarships and fundraising opportunities, that really helped me see that, hey, this is something that I can do. And I set my mind on it, and I worked really hard and had people supporting me along the way to be able to reach that goal and study abroad. My advice to any student considering studying abroad is to definitely take the opportunity to do it. You have lots of resources here at HCU at your disposal, a wonderful team that will just help you every step of the way, not just here in the US, but as soon as you take off, once you're on the ground, wherever it is that you're going to be studying.
Know that you're going to have fun and focus on that. What can you do to have more fun? What can you do to make memories that you can share to your friends or your children one day? And I'm very excited that I have the privilege to do that.